Okay, I'm going to show you 5 things I've done to update and upgrade my backcountry cooking setup. That's next. Hey guys, Chris here. So what I'm doing for 2020 is I'm going to be updating my camp cook setup. My entire kitchen is going to be updated, and I'm going to show you guys all the updates and upgrades that I'm doing. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm going to be doing more cooking in the backcountry. I want to catch fish and grill them. I want to use a frying pan. I want to do some baking and little bigger pots and things for trying some different menu items. In the future, I'm going to be doing videos for you guys, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get to it. Okay, so to start your day, you start with coffee. So one of the things that I've been updating is my coffee. This is normally what I do, is the coffee singles. This is what a lot of people do, is the coffee singles. They work great in the backcountry, and you just tear it open, put it in the hot water, stir it. It's like a built-in stir stick with the package even. But for some of us, we want our actual own coffee from home. And so we're thinking, maybe, is there a way to make your coffee from home and take it in the backcountry with you? Well, what we have here is the GSI Ultralight Java Drip. And this is really cool. It's very lightweight. This thing is 0.4 ounces. It's a coffee filter with these plastic legs on it, very flexible polypropylene plastic, so they're not brittle. So you just take the legs of this and you simply clip it on to any size coffee mug. Clips on really easily. And there you go. Check that out. And you can add your coffee to this, fill it up about maybe half full, and then take the hot water and then pour it slowly in a circular fashion so it steeps, meaning that it soaks in and then it drips. So you get an actual drip like coffee with this. This also takes number 2 and number 4 paper filters. This is a number 4 paper filter, and the number 2 is approximately about like that size. It's a little bit smaller. And you take that and you can set that in here as well. And what this does, it will give you even a slower drip, which means a stronger cup of coffee. And that is pretty cool. 0.4 ounces. This comes in at $9.95. Great way to enjoy some of your favorite coffee in the backcountry. Also with the GSI Ultralight Java Drip, it actually will nest underneath a standard fuel canister. You just take the legs, fold them in like that, and look at this. It just fits perfectly right down there. Look at that. Isn't that great? Where's my Java Drip? It's underneath the fuel filter, which is where you want it, right? So, pretty cool. Okay, so with my current cook setup, this is what I'm going to be replacing, and it has this skillet here, little skillet built in. It works okay. I wanted to upgrade this, so what I did was I got myself, it's called the Jetboil Summit Skillet. It comes in this cool carry case right here, and this is 8 inches by 2 inches deep. It's ceramic coated. Check that out. What that means is it's really super easy to clean up. It does cook evenly, and this thing weighs 10.6 ounces, and you can see that the handle pops out, but inside the handle is a little spatula that's built in there. See that? And that comes out like that. That's called a nesting turner, is what they call it. That sounds like a migratory bird. The nesting turner is in the southern hemisphere at this time of the year, but not the case. This is actually just a little spatula, and the handle pops out like that, so it's easy to, it doesn't take up a lot of space. It's safe to use. There's no lead and cadmium and PFOA. I don't know what PFOA is, but it's set on the instructions that it is safe to use. And this cooks evenly and really quickly. It does have some grooves at the bottom here. See that? Those work really well with the legs, the pot holders on your stove. They fit nicely in these grooves so they don't, your frying pan doesn't slide off. This comes in at $44.95. So Jetboil Summit Skillet. We're going to check that out this year. Okay, so I wanted to upgrade my stove, and I got myself the MSR Pocket Rocket 2. This weighs in at 2.6 ounces, and this will boil 1 liter of water in about 3.5 minutes, which is a pretty quick boil time. This costs $44.95. It's a kind of a middle of the road stove, and what I really like about it is a couple of things. Is that number one, the pot holders, the little legs here, are bigger than I'm used to. I got the E-Tech City here. This is what I've been working with, and this was a $13.95 stove. This still works. I still like this stove, but you can see the difference in the size there, and this is actually a heavier stove, and it's not as quality as this stove. So I thought, okay, this will be my backup. I'm going to keep it. It'll still work. But we got this stove now. It does come with a really nice case here. It fits easily into this. I really appreciate that. That fits nicely into my cook kit as well. This threads on here real decent. And here's a quick tip for you. Always take your fuel adjustment here and turn it to the right, or whatever is the closed position. This one happens to be to the right. Because otherwise, if you don't, you're going to get fumes in your face. Because even just a slight turn, the fumes will come on the second you twist this on. Also, another tip is to take some duct tape and wrap it around the base of your fuel canister. And that is just a great way to carry some duct tape while you're in the backcountry. You always could use some duct tape in the backcountry. Also, what this will do for you is on those cold mornings, it will give you some insulation on your cold fuel canister so it's not so cold when you're handling that. So I've upgraded my stove. Okay, so when you're cooking in the backcountry, the small things can make a big difference, and this is no exception. This is the MSR Alpine Salt and Pepper Shaker. Check that out. It has dual chambers in it for the salt and the pepper, and then you can open it from either end to get your salt out of it or your pepper, and there are rubber gaskets on the main opening at either end when you do the refill, so it's water resistant. This is $5.95 on Amazon. I'm really happy with that. Just what a great way to have your salt and pepper. I used to have things in plastic bags and little Ziplocs and things, and this fits really well in my food kit as well. Another thing that's kind of small that's making a big difference for me is I needed a knife, and so I got this one. It's the Gerber Paraframe Mini Tanto. This is a 2-inch blade on this. Check that out. Very, very sharp. And it has a clip on it. It locks out, and this was $11.99 on at the sporting goods store in town here. And this is very sharp. Check this out. Look at how sharp this thing is. When I cut a piece of paper, look at that. It's just razor sharp. So this is going to work well for most of my cooking, and it's very lightweight, locks out, and it fits nicely into my cook kit. So a couple of nice small things there. Okay guys, so here's my current cook setup. This is the GSI Glacier. This worked really well for me. It's a little bit smallish. It has this little frying pan that folds out like that. I've done some modifications to it. I've added my collapsible drinking cup and my own mug. Nice little lighter, I've added that. And a spork. I like my little spork. I like these things. So I'm going to be putting these items in my new cook set. And we have a nice little plate. So I'm going to be bringing that over as well. So this is what I am going to be switching out, is this setup for the MalloMe Camping Cookware and Mess Kit. That's what they call that on Amazon. and on the internet. I got this for $24.95. I've seen it as low as $19.95, and I thought I saw one for $29.95. This is a bigger capacity. Look at that. It's pretty cool. I like the how beefy this is with the handles right here. Nest very nicely with this little frying pan. Check this out. Look at that. And these don't flop around. They're pretty stable. I really like that. Very cool. This is aluminum with a coated surface. Very easy to clean up. And the cooking pot here, this thing, look at the size of that. Comes with a bunch of accessories as well. This has, I took the measuring cup and I got 48 ounces of water in this pot here, which is 1.42 liters of water. This is a 10-piece set. It weighs, I couldn't find any weight on it, but I think it's about just under a pound, maybe right around a pound. But the 10-piece set includes the frying pan, the carry case as well, the lid here, a ladle, check that out, boop, a wooden bamboo spatula. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to switch some of these things out. A couple of cups here for oatmeal, cereal, soup, things like that, and a metal spork. So a bunch of accessories with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this up. Boy, I really like this. This is the main reason I got this, was this and the frying pan. And I will be keeping the bamboo, I believe it's bamboo, maybe it's just a wooden spatula. I'm going to keep that. And I think I'm going to give up on the spoon here. Oh, look at that, just popped right out. There it is. Yes. I think I'm going to keep that with my first kit, my older kit. Keep the bowls there. I got my bowl here, and I'm going to keep this ladle with the new setup. So we're going to go like that and this. So now let's put this together. We're going to start with the main pot here. Add the plate from the old collection. Put that in there. Get the coffee mug. Put that in the middle. That's going to be key right there. And then we're going to go with the Pocket Rockets. Put that in there like that. There we go. So far, so good. And let's get the collapsible cup in there. There we go. And I'm going to keep this little ladle for right now. This snaps out and makes a nice little ladle. We'll see how that works or not. We can adjust, take that out later. Add the lighter and the salt and pepper shaker inside the coffee cup, as well as my knife and the wooden spatula there. Put that in here, and the spork can go right there. Nice, look at this. And the scrubber can fit over here. Look at that, guys. I fit all that right inside there. And put the top on, and that fits nice. Look at that. Add the this back in here. Like I said, I got my new frying pan from Jetboil, the Summit Skillet, so I may not need this, but for now I'm storing it with that, so it keeps it all together. And then before I go backpacking, I make some adjustments, and we'll add this inside of here. Almost done. Yes, take the heat reflector windscreen. We can slide that underneath there, I think. Yes, look at that. There we go. That's my cook setup. This is bigger than a lot of people like, but I want the capacity to cook more and do more when I'm out there, because that's what I'm going to be doing. So we got that, and we also have the skillet, so that could go somewhere else in the pack. But there we go. I also have one other thing I want to show you. So if you ever want to do some grilling in the backcountry, I found the Bison Rolling Grill. It comes in this great little case very compact. It actually literally rolls up. And check this out. Look at this. It rolls out like that. There's your grill. That's a grill. The grill of my dreams right there. And you take these supports and slide them down the side here like this. Look at that. This weighs 1.2 pounds and it costs $34 on Etsy. That's where I found this. And this is for me, this is really important to have. Not all the time, but when I want to make a steak or I have some chicken or a piece of salmon, maybe catch a trout, do a trout on here. Wouldn't that be fun? You got your own little grill. These go into the ground like this, inside your fire pit, but one on each side. And then you simply set this on top of it, and you got yourself a cool grill. These are hollow on the inside here. And this is made out of a non-stick coated Teflon. And like I said, they're hollow right here. And it cleans up really easy. $34 on Etsy. Very cool. That could really up your game if you want to do some serious cooking in the backcountry. This is how you do it. This is how I'm going to do it. Thanks for watching. That was a lot of fun. And if you like what I do, like and subscribe. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. And thank you for watching. And we'll see you next time. And as always, keep hiking.